We're live. What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's Tokin Tuesday, and we got special guests. We got a fat kid and a leprechaun hiding backstage. So, are you guys ready? I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
And then I see we got a bunch of people down in chat. We got ℍ𝕠𝕠𝕕𝔹𝕚𝕝. We got the Cannabis Sewer Network. He says, "Let there be smoke." Now, there is a special giveaway planned, and I'm going to play the video. But we got a special giveaway. We hit 50 likes. We're going to be giving away this.
Let there be smoke.
Wow, I'd love to have one of them, man. That puts my old one hitters to shame.
Right? That's some new airplane stuff. And then I seen we got Charlie. Hey, you guys.
Hey, Charlie, what's happening, man?
But all right, I'm going to bring up our guests. All right, here we go. We got look at he's taking a hit. Look at that fucker. I caught him. I caught him.
That's not hard to catch.
All right, welcome to the stream. How's it going?
Good. That was a hell of an introduction at the beginning. I got to tell you.
We got Miss Debbie hanging out. 403, what's up? We got Renee Vester in the house. Uncle Surf. Uncle Surf is going to be one of our special guests. He's actually one of the old school growers. He's been growing forever. He says, fuck your LEDs and LECs. High pressure sodium's the only way to go.
Hello, Miss Debbie, Renee. How you doing? I just want to jump in there. 403. I'll get back to you on that email, the message you sent me. All right, so just bear with me. I've been sick here. DB, what's happening? So, how you guys doing, man? Where you all from now?
Well, we're from Washington State.
Washington State, all right.
Yeah. Port Orchard. We're across the peninsula from Seattle.
Oh.
Well, so you guys are Goonies. You're fucking Goonies.
Kinda. Kinda. And actually, I do like to spend time in Astoria. Go down there every October for a little plug for the KOA down there. They do a Halloween thing every October down there. That's a lot of fun. As long as you don't say we're sparkling vampires, we're okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's up north of us in Forks. So, yeah, we're south on the peninsula from where Twilight was filmed.
What's Twilight?
It's a sparkling
vampire. Isn't that the thing right before dark?
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. That sounds better than the movies.
No, I know. I've seen them movies. Renee says, "Hey, fat kid and leprechaun." I don't know if you guys know how to see chat or comment.
Yeah, I got to connect my YouTube channel to comment.
Nope, I was just there. You go. Yeah, you know how to do it. Then
was just looking at it. Yep.
Howdy. What's up, Renee? Trav, you should have the link in your text messages. Our Canadian buddy, he's a pot smoker from up there in BC. He wants to jump up and say howdy. Hey, so he's not like too far from you guys.
What? You said they're Canadian, buddy. Oh, yeah. I said you guys are like half brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was born in Surrey, British Columbia, actually.
We got another Washingtonian. We got Fish and Gold. He's out there in Washington.
Nice.
Yeah, so these fellas created an awesome app, and all their links are in the description.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's right. I changed it to the other one. He's all trying to do passwords and stuff over here. So,
but I will show there's their website. So I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. There's their website. We're going to tell you all about, they're going to tell you all about their website, what it's all about once they get their stuff figured in. Jolly Roger jumping in to say howdy. Mr. Goldpan and Dutchy Jacko. He's our cannabis enthusiast coming all the way in from Amsterdam.
Dutchy, what's happening?
He says, rest in peace to Skunk Man Sam. Yes, that is some sad, sad stuff. Man, that's sad.
All right. Are we good now? Stand by. The IT guy's working.
It says that it has failed to post. Nice.
Getting some weird feedback from somewhere.
Well, I tried. So we'll get that figured out for if we ever do another podcast with you guys.
Joe's got some weird feedback.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I just turned it off. Should I get rid of? You still got it or what?
A smidge. I don't know. Here, I'll reduce your background noise. It's your fan. Not sure what it is, Joe.
I just pulled up the Tokin Tuesday on YouTube. Maybe that's it. I shut the I shut it all down though. The sound, it shouldn't be feedback.
But Fish and Gold's doing some Tuesday night dabs. Gotta love them dabbage. You guys look like you're sitting in a leprechaun's house. I see some gnomage.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I got.
So we've gone by Fat Kid and Leprechaun for a long time. That's actually what they knew us when we worked at Nintendo. We yelled that at each other across the warehouse, and everybody knew where we were.
AAP in the house says, smash that like button. So you guys, wait a minute. You guys worked at Nintendo. So you guys have known each other for a long, long time.
Yes. We actually met in '97 I was a bowler in high school, and I came down here for college, and I had just gotten done bowling nationals my senior year, and I was just done, because I was bowling 8 games a day, whatever. So I took my gear to college with me, but I didn't plan on joining any leagues. I was going to take some time off. I'm sitting in my apartment bored the first weekend, so I throw my gear in the trunk and I go down to the bowling alley, and I just walked up to the counter and asked if anybody needed a sub for the night. And by chance, he was sitting at the counter. He says, yeah, we need one. And I started bowling with him. And you don't want to talk yourself up too much when you go to a new place and start a new thing. Because what happens if I had a bad night after I said I just got done bowling nationals and got 15th? And I had a good night, and he's like, hey, we got an opening on Thursday night too. And then I started hanging out with this guy 2 nights a week and doing shot for shot when we were striking out and back in my drinking days and doing.
Oh yeah, we used to kill a lot of Jaeger and a lot of Coronas when we bowled together.
And he's actually, amazingly enough, wearing the shirt that he wore at my wedding.
Yep.
Yeah, and he shows up with it today. He's like, I'm ready. I'm like, okay. But yeah, and then we just kept in touch, worked together when he needed a couch to sleep on, or I think we've had a
this is our 3rd business together.
Yep.
I take it this feller Bear knows you guys.
I don't see any of that. Oh,
I see. Well,
it's on the screen. Bear. It says, hell yeah, go Fat Kid and Leprechaun. Proud of you both making moves.
Yep. That's my buddy Brennan.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yep, we do know Bear.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yep. So
welcome in, Bear.
Want to talk about the app, or we just?
We got a feller asked where I lost the message. I had
we're in the process of developing the app. So what the app is, it's a social media experience where we're going to try to make it to where people can find buddies to smoke with. That's the whole premise of it. Is it's hard to find people to smoke with because not everybody is open about their cannabis usage, especially on other social media apps like Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that, because then you are out in the open with it. And I've never really hit it, but I've never really been on social media until recently. And then we started promoting this. And you know what? I actually kind of like it. It's giving us a platform to really connect with people that we wouldn't even necessarily thought we would smoke with. And Mike's actually the one that came up with the idea. So go ahead and tell everybody where it started.
Yeah, so I'm new to the whole smoking game. I started because of health issues within the last 3-4 years, and he moved back over. He moved to this side of the water, and he would come over before work and after work and smoke with me because I'm disabled, and he wanted to check up on me and everything. Just the daily smoke, him coming over to smoke and socialize, just for even if it's for an hour, changed my life. I went from, the wife goes to work, she comes home, she's tired as hell and falls asleep, and I'm sitting at home all day with 2 dogs and nobody to talk to, and all I want to do is socialize with somebody. So he came over to smoke one day. I said, "Hey, what do you know about apps?" He's like, "Not much." And I said, "We should make an app for like a dating app for stoners, but it's not really dating. That's not our focus. But if you've ever been on a dating app and you got to weed through who smokes and who doesn't and things like that. So maybe people are going to find love on our app, but that's not our target. It's just to find people to smoke with or chat with about smoking or share pictures about your growing because you're proud of it or whatever, anything related to cannabis, go for it." And then the next step on that is there are other apps out there to find businesses, but not to find the business right next to you. So we're going to have a section that's similar to the same as that. And then companies can put profiles on, they can put their information on there. If they want to put exclusive coupon codes, whatever, we can work with all that stuff and then do it for that. So now you got meet your people, find your weed. Now all you got to do is get together and smoke it. And then we decided so I turned over a new leaf when I died, and I decided I was going to be a better man. And quite honestly, I don't know if any of you guys are Jelly Roll fans and what he's been going through and doing and how he's been helping everybody out. I wanted to give back, not just take, because it's so easy to create an app and something like this and just rake in the dough or sell it for a bunch of money. So we wanted to know what we could do with that. And we decided that 33% of our advertising income that comes in is going to go to starting a nonprofit called Bud-ies for Change. And the entire purpose of that nonprofit is trying to get nationwide legalization and decriminalization of marijuana. And then once that's accomplished, we would like to make it, kind of standardize it. Because in Ohio, you pay 10% tax on marijuana. In Washington, you pay 37% tax.
Hold on. 37% plus the 10% sales tax.
Right. So
you're paying almost 50% in tax in Washington state on cannabis.
And I believe Ohio increased theirs. And then it's regional. So you got city tax, county tax, plus.
Right.
And as I continue to build out the basis of the website, the website itself is going to be more about resources and information, and it's going to connect with the Bud-ies for Change website. The app is geared towards the social aspect of bringing cannabis users more together and creating a movement that's more than just one state here, one state there, creating a national movement. Because there is a little bit here and there, but it's hard to get everybody together. And I think if we can have an app where everybody can connect together and talk about it and share their experiences and create the connections.
And this was something I was going to ask. Are you going to do some type of cam call or whatever? So it's like Toke Buds used to be. So
yeah, so we do,
because I used to do this with a feller in Louisiana. We used to play Call of Duty together, and it was before this was like 2009, and we used to get stoned together, and I used to think it was the coolest thing in the world that I was smoking weed with a guy in Louisiana while playing Call of Duty in Wisconsin.
Yeah, we've discussed that. It's more than likely not going to be ready for the launch on 420. But that's just going to be basically the 3 basic features. But we do plan on adding on video conferencing, streaming type thing. And what I was telling him when we were designing it, I said, can you imagine like a Brady Bunch screen and 9 people just sitting there smoking together? In 9 different states smoking together. I could be playing video games. He could be on his computer doing homework, and we're all just sitting here smoking and having a good time. And I mean, that's the whole premise of Bud-ies.
Social experience, man.
Is and you know, Bud-ies for Change. Let us be the face of that, and we'll fight for everybody, stores, people, users, everybody, you know, because everybody should have the access to this, whether it be for recreation or for medical reasons. And, you know, let us fight to get it. You know, they keep saying it's going to be descheduled, or rescheduled or whatever.
But you hear they got it pushed. They pushed that back 18 months.
Of course they did.
And
they're going to keep
and they're going to push it back every 8 years or 4 years or whatever the regime changes.
So here, let me ask you a little bit of history question, cannabis history. When was cannabis first outlawed? When it was first like deemed like bad for society?
I believe it was 1937.
The 40s.
You're not even close. You're not even in the right era. How about medieval times? It was treated almost like witchcraft.
Oh, I thought you were talking about common law.
No. So history, like actual history. We have been fighting this battle since the Middle Ages against the stigma against cannabis. So it's been criminalized and frowned upon off and on, but it's one of the oldest natural medications that has been used. It's been used by humans for over 10,000 years. And I trust that knowledge over a doctor that's going to prescribe me pills that are going to get me addicted to them.
Yeah, everybody in chat saying, yeah, we're all going with U.S. history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I went super nerdy on it because that's how passionate about this that I am.
He wears a Star Wars hat.
Yeah, we are based in Port Orchard. But
DB says it's legal here, so I have no problems. Thank goodness.
I can't. So I live in an apartment complex. I can't smoke in my apartment. I was not thinking one day, and I was vaping, and I got some really stern letters from the apartments about not doing that in the apartment.
Trav, did you get the link?
I started going for walks and going towards the street, and then now I'm just smoking in the parking lot because I went through the lease from top to bottom and the smoking addendum. And as long as I'm within,
if you got a medical card, would that not be medical discrimination?
It would
Article 14. Medical
I'm not
discrimination.
going to push it right now just because I don't have the extra resources to have to deal with that right now. We're putting just about everything, like all of my free time is going to school and then doing this and then hopefully starting a new job here soon.
Yeah. Right in time to quit it because I needed to work full time on this because it's just going to go viral.
Yes, that would be nice.
I got 35 followers on Instagram. We're viral.
Hey, we got 96 on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get some more.
Yeah. Got to start somewhere.
Yep. We've only been live on social media for 2 weeks. I've resisted social media for a long time just because of the industry that I'm in. I'm in IT and I'm in cybersecurity and protecting people's information. And I haven't put myself out there a lot because I didn't want to have the digital footprint. Well, I'm building my digital footprint pretty quick, and I'm actually having a lot of fun doing it. I get to hang out with my best friend, my best buddy, pretty much every day. And, we didn't have that for a while. We lived in different spots, and moving over here, taking a job over on this side of the water has been one of the best things for both of us. I've got one of the things that I'm in the master's program at UW in information management. One of the things that they talk about is finding your passion and finding your mission.
I like weed.
And that's his mission. Well, I do too. I love weed, but the decriminalization and the legalization is a huge part of it. But the social aspect of it, I love smoking pot with people. I love to talk to people. I'll get up on a soapbox and I'll talk for hours about different things, and not just weed, Star Wars, any kind of thing like that.
He's a talker.
I am a talker, And I do talk over him a lot, but if it gets too much, he'll either kick me under the table or tell me to shut up and let him talk.
That's why I wear these rings.
Yeah.
We're almost to the giveaway time.
No.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Did you guys smash the thumbs up? Did you guys subscribe? Get on your phones.
Oh,
Get on your phones.
I
am talking to you fuckers. What are you guys doing?
Hold on. Let me get into the right account here. Yeah, going to YouTube.
How do you spell that?
Joe, you're muted. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Pornhub?
No, I was coughing. One of the things that I noticed about even, like all the people that are in chat and everything like that, me and Jericho, I've known him for, I don't know, 3-4 years. Charlie's in chat there. I've known him for a long time. A lot of people in chat I've known for a long time. And we come from a community that brought us together through treasure hunting, gold panning, and this, that, and the other thing. But as it filters down and you get to know each other even better and better, look at all the people that we know that are in the chat over there that are all connoisseurs of cannabis. Cannabiseurs,
yeah,
if you'd like to say. But that's one of the things I've known people, like I was telling you guys earlier in the back room, you can't walk down the streets of Manhattan without smelling weed.
That's how the world should be. It's an amazing smell.
Ever since they legalized it here in New York, you smell it all the time. All the time. I was amazed. I don't live in the city no more. I was born and raised in the Bronx, but since then I moved upstate. But I have occasion to go down to the city, and it simply amazed me about
ride 'em, cowboy.
Get high down there.
Yeah.
Hey, Trav, how you doing, man?
This is how's it going.
All right, so DB says medical marijuana saved my life. I can manage my own conditions with it. It's a blessing.
Oh,
Renee says it helps me mentally. And Joe, you gave a great segue. So earlier we were discussing traveling and being potheads that travel via plane, train, and automobile. And the fat kid's got a story.
Oh, yeah. So this was I was going to my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, flying down to Nevada, and this is something that I've reflected on in some of my classes, as exploring different things, and I wanted to bring something down there with me, but they had the new scanners at SeaTac Airport, and I was terrified that I was going to get busted with something, and I did not want to take it with me. And I literally watched as they were opening up one of the old school metal scanner detectors, and a security guard came and went down the line and pulled out the first 5 white males out of the line and took them over to the regular metal detector. They skipped over every other person. There were, black guys in front of me, Asian guys in front of me, skipped over every single one of them. And I did not realize how much just discrimination there is until, the classes that I'm taking like some ethics classes and stuff like that it's really opened my eyes to some of that stuff. And the amount of people that are in jail over cannabis is absolutely ridiculous. And it is disproportionately black people.
Yes.
Very disproportionately.
68% right now, nationwide, is black people in jail for cannabis, United States. 68%. And it's actually for an ounce, 29 grams or less. It's not big weight. 29 grams of weed or less. 68%.
Yeah.
Jail, prison.
I'm wondering if anybody has brought this to the attention of the new administration.
Oh yeah, they know.
Oh yeah,
do they plan on doing anything about it?
So Biden actually released several people that were in for
2,500 drug charges.
Yeah,
is what he
2,500 out of 295,000.
But honestly, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
True. But Trump, so the guy that Silk Road, the kid that developed the website Silk Road that made it so you could buy fentanyl and heroin and cocaine and whatnot. Trump did pardon him.
Yeah.
Which I thought was fucking retarded, but excuse my language. I said the R word.
You know, it seems like you're listening to adult cannabis legalization.
Trav, I don't know what happened there.
What?
Your mic went.
It's not just me.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of stuff and then legalization.
Yep, it went legalization.
Didn't they drop it down from a class A drug? Didn't they reclassify marijuana since it's
not yet?
Not yet. It's been
they pushed that. It was supposed to be a year, and it got pushed to 18 months, is the rumor. Treeland T, welcome in.
Oh.
DB says everyone at dispensaries here have 6 nose rings and purple hair. It's kind of not worth it to go into them. I only wear green, and my beard's dyed fluorescent green, so I'm probably not the target for that comment. But I don't care.
Oh no, she's talking about the. Yeah, she's talking about the DEI hires.
Oh
yeah.
What's that? What's that? Clue me in. DEI.
People that think they're cats. People that.
Oh, all right.
Joe's like,
can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was just saying.
That
you guys
thumbs up.
I'm the old guy on the panel. I'm not up to speed on most of that stuff.
And I don't get involved with all the other political stuff. Do you smoke weed? Then I'll work with you. Safer that way.
Well, like I was even telling you guys backstage, you know, if for the benefit of everybody in chat, it's been my finding. Like we have a couple of dispensaries around here, and one that we go to in particular. It's amazing the diversity of people that you find in there. You have young people going in. You have people my age going in. My wife and I, my wife is, if it wasn't for the stuff, the tinctures and the she has powders that she mixes with her tea and gummies, she'd be miserable right now, you know. And so it's, you know, I've noticed, and I've done my research on it. Like you guys said, back in the day, even when we were, you know, kids and stuff like that, they knew the benefits.
Oh yeah.
Of marijuana and cannabis and THC, that it opens up neural networks in your brain and stuff like that that can help your body repair itself. And it's amazing. I couldn't understand for my entire life why they would not allow that you know, to be used by the people in the world.
I've used marijuana for medical reasons since I was about 22, 23 years old. So I've suffered from extreme insomnia most of my life. And as it turns out, it traces back to having sleep apnea. Whole long other medical journey we don't need to get into. But it was a defense mechanism, and I couldn't sleep. So the worst it ever was, I was about 22, 23 years old, and in a 2-week period, I averaged about an hour of sleep a night.
Oh,
and could not sleep. And my roommate at the time, my friend Eric, which I'm hoping he's watching this. I don't know if he got the link or not. He was like, dude, you got to do something. And I'm terrified of prescription medication. I was addicted to NyQuil at one point. Addiction runs in my family. Painkillers, don't want to do them. any of that stuff. I don't want to mess around with them. And I don't want to be one of those people taking those sleeping pills that you have to take them every night. I've seen what they do to destroy your body. I'm not putting that stuff in my system. And he's like, dude, smoke some marijuana. I smoked the first time I smoked it, I was 13, but I did not start regularly using it till then. I slept 16 hours that night. And it was the best sleep. I felt great the next day. And then when I got up, no hangover, no nothing, just it was normal. And then I'd smoke just a little bit before I went to bed, and it helped. I didn't sleep great every night, but I got, to the point where I could get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I tried edibles, Renee. Edibles, I have to take a lot of them to get enough into my system.
He's a chronic smoker
to do that,
and then they kick in next Sunday all at once.
Right.
So that's another thing. So are you about, say, an eighth to a quarter a day?
No,
we're more than that.
When
we're together, I would say when we're together, we're probably closer to a half a day.
Yeah.
Half a day.
When it's just me, probably about an eighth a day.
So when I had weed, I was a half to an ounce a day smoker. And
when I was younger, that's how I was.
Yeah,
I'm 46, and I'm if I have weed, like if I have weed, I'm a half to an ounce a day smoker. But I have seizure disorder, and then I have chronic pain, and I smoke the shit out of weed. I also have anger management issues, severe ADHD. I mean, like Joe will testify. I roll 7-gram blunts with dabs in the middle.
Yeah,
And
I'll
smoke one myself. I'll smoke one myself and give one to y'all to fucking share.
When I first met him,
this is mine. You smoke yours.
Damn near killed me when I first met him.
Yeah. So we had some barbecues this summer, birthday parties and things, and 2 weekends in a row they brought out, those big old joints they sell it. You ever seen those? They're like, what are they, 4 or 5 gram joints?
Oh, no, those are 8
gram or whatever.
Yeah.
The big suckers, and we'll be passing it around, and the circle just keeps getting smaller and smaller. And 2 weekends in a row, I was just sitting on my porch smoking the rest of it, probably 4 or 5. I sleep for 3 hours a day, and I smoke once.
So
21 hours.
I like the 11-gram cones.
Yeah,
I like those. And then for our bachelorette party, I got the 2-foot.
Oh wow.
It takes 2.5 ounces. So we put 7 grams of dabs, 7 grams of oil, and then rolled it in 7 grams of keef. That was the best fucking night of my life. My sister went and got the big 6-foot sub and then the party platter. There was only 14 of us. She's like, there's no way you guys are going to eat all this shit. And I'm like, listen, you have no idea what we just smoked. There's going to be nothing left.
Yeah.
Strange and trippy in the house. What's up, brother?
DB, I see your comment there about the bong since the 70s, and I got to tell you that I'm jealous because I miss my favorite bong that I had, and he knows this. And it was called the Abyss, and it was a 2.5, almost 3-foot bong, about an inch and a half thick glass. But it was solid colored. You could not see into it. You had no idea how much you were hitting.
Now watch this fucker bounce off concrete and everybody hold their breath.
It seriously weighed like 7 or 8 pounds. It was no joke. And like people were terrified to hit off it. That was my daily hitter. That's what I woke up to in the morning and like suck a bowl down. And there was a night, I was like 3 o'clock in the morning one night. And I'm at my computer and I'm smoking and it's behind me and I stand up and my calf hits it and I knock it backwards and it goes over the leg of one of my computer desks.
It found the one bubble in the stem and shattered it.
Snapped it and just
the tiniest. We looked at all the pieces. It had the tiniest bubble right where the chair hit it.
All right, so we got Diving with Scuba Steve. He was the first winner of the Pirate Pipe. I'm actually going to do a quick intermission. We need 12 more thumbs up. I'm going to show you guys what you can win. Share this shit out. Joe Joe wants this pipe. So you guys got to check this out. This is what you can win. We need 12 more thumbs up.
Let there be smoke.
You know, I was one name away from winning that last night. It came up my name. I thought it was going to stay there, and then it flipped over to Scuba Steve.
And then speaking of giveaways, we got to get you guys. Everybody needs to sign up for the Bud-ies website because you got a chance to win something fucking cool. And since we're talking about giveaways, I'm going to put them on the big screen. They can show you what this is, tell you about it.
All right. So we're giving away to everybody that signs up between now and February 20th. Our plan is to do 3 of these.
Filter forward just a smidge. Your overhead lighting's glaring on it. There you go.
So we're going to be doing 3 giveaways for 3 different things. Hopefully with the signups and everything, we'll be able to get them bigger prizes each time. But the first one we got is a pretty cool little thing. And honestly, I bought it for myself before we decided to do a giveaway. Let me just set it down. I don't have to hold it. Oh, maybe you hold it.
I got it.
He's my Vanna. And so we did a review on this on our website and on our social medias and everything. It's pretty damn cool for what it is. But we were rolling our own, and I've got neuropathy, so I can't feel my fingers half the time.
And I have never successfully rolled a joint in my life. And everybody that says, "Oh, I can teach you," yeah, you can.
So just got a little like an old school keychain type chain in there. You just put your buds right in the top there. You put it in there, and you put your cone right on there and pull the trigger, and it just comes out. And it fills them up perfectly. We haven't had a single canoe in the ones we've done on it. Nope. So we figured, why not buy another one and give it away?
A beautiful Vanna white.
Woo! Way to go, Vanna. So we're going to be giving those away. Go to Bud-ies.com and sign up for an entry.
Link is pinned in the description. I also dropped it in chat. Strange and Trippy said they shared us out. So anybody that signs up on the website, it's free to become a member on the website. Just put your information in. They do not share your information with the feds. You ain't got to fucking worry about that shit. He's this guy over here, and the fat kid's he's anti. He's afraid of social media because he's all about security. So
he's watched all
Resistance is futile. I will be assimilated.
Yeah,
and you know, I resisted. I mean, I kind of resisted getting into the industry that I'm in to begin with, just because when I graduated from high school, I was not ready for the real world at all.
All right, so we got a question from a Canadian. What if you get a Canadian to win and they join the website?
Oh,
are you Canadian friendly?
Well, we're focused on the U.S., but I'm sure people are going to download it from across the world, and maybe hopefully we'll be worldwide someday for whatever reason. And yeah, I mean, I'll pay the shipping on it to ship it to Canada. Why not?
Yeah, I'll help you get the discounted shipping to Canada.
Yeah,
I'll show you how to do that. If the Canadians win. If the Canadian wins, we'll help you get the discounted shipping to Canada. So yeah, Trav, we'll help you.
Yeah, we'll get it worked out.
And please be patient for those that sign up on the website. We're working with a developer to help us with the app. We're tweaking some stuff and we're making some changes. But when the app goes live, it's gonna work. It's gonna work like a dating app. You're gonna have access to member pages. You're gonna have access to business pages.
The Canadian says he can pay for shipping if he wins.
No. Canadian East Coast, nice.
Yeah, he's just right by you.
So I'm gonna name drop a little bit. Not that it really. I don't even know if there's any records to prove it or anything like that. But
no fishing gold. You just click on the link. That's the other thing. Are you going to have a referral code system or an affiliate link for people? Like, say, I get 500 fuckers to sign up. I should get points. You should get a point system for fuckers to sign up. There is a
referral code spot on the sign up page, and it should be active. I'm working with the developer because it's not populating in the database.
Yeah, I couldn't find that, or otherwise I'd have been sharing my referral code thing.
Did they change? Let me take a look at the sign up page here.
So I just shared straight website.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't need a referral code. You just click the link pinned in the description.
How long does it take to sign up?
It took me about 3.5 minutes. Just put your name.
Your basic stuff for now. There is going to be a more detailed profile thing that you will be able to sign up to fill out after the initial sign up, that you're going to be able to put in your favorite type of cannabis, what you like to do when you're enjoying cannabis. Do you like to go hiking? Do you like to play video games? Do you like to go watch movies?
Scuba Steve signed up.
All right. Thanks, Scuba Steve. Oh, hey, look at that. I just got the email of a new submission. So I'm monitoring this. So I mean, and we're getting people to sign up. It's going to be a slow process, especially to start. And like I said, be patient with us. I'm working on this. I'm an IT guy. I'm not a design major. I'm not a marketing major. Mike is a mechanic by trade. And so this isn't our forte. But the idea is what matters. It is connecting cannabis users together and giving you a chance to find people that can relate to you. Who knows if you find somebody that that has a similar situation where you have the medical issues, like Mike, who freaking died, and share those stories with each other.
0 out of 10.
Keynote and key point: you must be 21 years or older to use the website. It does ask you when you click on the website, are you 21? Don't fucking lie if you're not 21.
And it should, if the website, and I have tested, the website should reject it if you try to enter
false birthday.
I'll get to your answer in a second. But it should reject the birth date if it is not over 21 years of age. Bear, to answer your question, yes, your account will be linked to the app. There will be limited search for basic accounts. It should populate, I think that's the first 100 closest users or something like that for cannabis connections. But you will have you'll have your group chats and stuff like that will all be there. You'll have your connections and all of that stuff that you'll have made that will not cost anything,
and it'll all be ported into the app. That was the question.
Yes,
they didn't ask any of the other crowd.
I'm sorry, I'm more than a little stoned right now.
So let's take a look at it though. So we got resources. This was something we were talking about backstage.
Yes.
So we got the resources of empowering our community. It says welcome to the Bud-ies Resource Hub. You got state regulations. You can click there and it'll actually tell you if you're going to visit. Yeah, fucker, I clicked the wrong button. All right. So if you're going to visit somebody, you fucker. All right. So say you're going to visit somebody in Alabama. It says recreational status is illegal. So if you don't have a medical card, hide your weed. And you can just go scroll down through and see all of the assorted. I don't know if it's showing my screen. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, we got it.
So depending on where you're going, so most states have reciprocity, but some don't.
And there's links also to the state sites relating to their cannabis regulations.
That's on the right.
And there's going to be, I'm going to clean it up. It's going to look better. It's going to get some more color to it and stuff. Like I said, I'm still building stuff out and working. I only have limited time I can work on the website myself because when the developer's in there, I can't be in there at the same time. So because we don't want to save over changes that each other's made, pretty typical for small development.
Here's a member story, a featured member. This is Chris.
This is me. I am the fat kid. That's one of my pictures.
And then you got other members. Let's see. I'm gonna click that.
I don't think we have any. A lot of these.
Hey, look, there's me, motherfucker.
Got everybody in there. You're right on the top.
And then we got Chris. Hey, I'm following you, but it doesn't show that. That was something I was gonna ask. So, I followed you, Wix Media, Bud-ies, 𝕟𝕠𝕤𝕞𝕒𝕝, Mike Jones, and Christopher Edwards. And it did not populate in my.
All right, so we're gonna that's stuff that's good to know. Let me add it to my notepad because that's stuff that I got to work with the developer on. Because like I said,
when I went to my profile,
stuff together.
I don't know if it's going to work. So I tried. Yeah. So when I went to my profile, it did give my favorite way to consume. I did have to. So they're working on the mobile aspect of it. For those of you that are mobile only type people, they are working on the mobile part of it. This is in development, as you can see on when you first go to the first part of it. The app is in development. It doesn't get fully released. It's in beta right now until 420. But now see on here, it says following on here, but when you first go to the initial member tab,
I saw that.
it doesn't populate. So that's something I was going to point out to you. But that's the app. Just make sure you guys check it out. I like it. I like it a lot. These guys
give us your feedback, and follow us on social media, keep track, because we're going to give updates. And once the app goes live, our goal is to launch the app on 420, because it's 420.
Renee is trying to sign up, but it's not accepting her date of birth. That was the other thing I had a problem with. DB. So she has to, when she does it, she has to scroll down to 1931. She can't. She has to make sure she puts the correct year in. Love you, Renee.
1931.
403 is the first Canadian.
He's only half.
She said she did that.
Okay, let's see.
1971. I know, Renee. I'm just giving you shit.
This is good information to know. Let's see here.
And Jolly Roger said it's not accepting his at 1987. Oh, my knee.
God, I wish I had this set up to my multiple screens and not this little laptop screen.
Renee, you're not. You wouldn't even want to know what my year of birth is. See, 403 is breaking them on me over there.
It's not allowing Efficient Gold to confirm their email.
Yeah. Thank you. That was the other one I was looking for. Okay, perfect. Okay. I've got that all in my notes.
Now he has things to do tonight.
So we're basically you guys are basically getting the website off the ground right now.
Right. So the app,
the
app is getting worked on. And the app was our main focus in the beginning, and then the website started coming through. And so most of the work we put into is so far is the app, and we're just kind of launching to try to get people to sign up before we put the app live. And
what we want to do is because we want to attract businesses for marketing, so that they can have their advertising and stuff through us, and we need to drive a following and a base to show those businesses, hey, we've got a follower, we want to advertise with you. You guys have a fan base out there, you guys have people we can advertise to you. There's a reason why we should be advertising with you, because we're going to be trying and offering a competitive advertising rate for businesses to advertise with us to our user base. So we're not trying to make a huge chunk of money. Our goal, like we said, is the end goal is legalization and decriminalization of cannabis. And that goal is through advertising. And in order to get the advertising and people to advertise through us, we need users. And so we're trying to see how many users that we can get signed up to show them with our analytics, with the data set that we have, that we've got all of these people interested in it. And then once we get the app live, then we've got something to show them. And I think we work together, we build our fan base, we build our community, we build the connections, and we really get that out there for the talk about how do we do this nationally? how do we legalize cannabis nationally? Well, if we've got the money behind it through the app, we've got our money to figure this out, to put towards legalization. There have not been many serious campaigns towards legalization nationally. There's been, and there hasn't been, like, statewide, there haven't been very many cannabis initiatives on their ballots in the last few years. Most of them the same few states over and over again. And so what's going on? Why is this not being talked about more? Why is this not out in the open? It's kind of there, but how do we get it to that next level? And that's my goal, is to use social media to be that platform, to use it in a way that's positive, to drive the message home. And to be like, let's stand together, because there are so many of us that use cannabis, and a lot of people are still closet cannabis users. But why? Why do you still hide your cannabis usage?
There's it might be something that you can add to the to your website to target those states that it's still illegal. Maybe you can, you want to hook up people who can get together with people in states that it's legal in, and find out, what can I do in order to put it on the ballot, get my senators and Congress people to become aware of it.
Yeah, and one of the biggest reasons and concerns on why it's failing right now, in my opinion, is the only people that vote every year are the same people that voted last year. 42% of people 18 to 24 voted. So that's 58% of people in that demographic that are their voices aren't being heard. So Florida would have passed if they had 3% more, but 58% of the younger population, who are probably smoking pot anyway, aren't voting.
Yeah.
How does anybody expect this country to change or get better if the same people are making the decisions every year? Yeah. And that goes for anything, but I'm not going to get involved in any of that crap. We're not going to change anything with cannabis if the same guys are saying no every year.
Yeah. Wisconsin's horrible with it. We were talking about that this morning at like 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning. It's all about, like Charlie was saying, alcohol in Wisconsin. They're not going to legalize it because of the bars. They know that what happened in Colorado, alcohol sales decreased by 38% the first year the weed was legalized, and that would kill Wisconsin's bars.
Well, that's a good thing, to tell you the truth. You guys know me. I'm if you guys up there aren't aware, you're probably not, but I'm a recovering alcoholic. I haven't had a drink in over 35 years.
Good
but
for you.
The thing is, I do have an addictive personality, and weed, to me, like I was telling you before, I could never understand why, with all the medicinal purposes that weed is good for, why they would not legalize it. But I started, it's one of my only outlets. It's something that I can do to, socialize like you guys do, instead of drinking, because drinking just don't cut it for me.
I have a lot of friends that drink, and I think I said earlier, alcoholism runs in my family, and I very easily could have been an alcoholic. I stopped drinking 2008, 2009. That was actually when I first found out I had sleep apnea, right around that time period too. There's a lot of stuff going on. Had to have an emergency tonsillectomy at 29 years old. Figure that one out.
All right, I got it. This is awesome. Been sober from alcohol 140 days now. Weed is the only thing I'll be putting in my system. That's fucking awesome, Bear. That is
congratulations,
awesome.
Man.
Congratulations.
Hear it.
And that guy's crashed on my couch, so I can attest to what alcohol did to him. So I'm proud of you, brother.
Yeah, we both are.
There's more of us out there than you realize. I'll tell you that.
Right.
Well, there was another comment I saw out there too, for strange and trippy. I'm so glad my government legalized it almost 10 years ago. Veterans Affairs pays for my medical cannabis. And that's actually a story that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because my dad is a veteran, Vietnam veteran, and had a lot going on with him medically. He had his third open heart surgery in 1998. And the doctors at the time, they gave him 10 years to live. He was forced into retirement, barely 50 years old. Like, it was actually, I think, right before his 50th birthday. And he ended up with they never gave it an actual name for it, but he had insulin resistant diabetes that they linked back to Vietnam vets. Was another issue he was dealing with. And I tried for years and years and years to get my dad to use cannabis, edibles, something, smoke it. I don't care. I tried. And he resisted. And unfortunately, I was not there for it, but they did get him to try one. And everybody that I talked to said that it just melted years off of him. He was laughing and joking. He wasn't the sourpuss that he had been. And I know they said 10 years. That was in 98. I was there when he told my mom that was not good enough. And the last time I saw my dad was at my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. The story about the airport dealing with security there, which is kind of ironic that the two stories tie together there. But, I talked to my dad and I was like, why did you not, do it again if it helped that much? And he goes, well, I peed dirty and they threatened to take away my VA benefits. Because it was just before, it happened just before weed was legalized in Nevada. And I think it might have changed it a little bit if that were the case. But he did it one time and it helped. And I think it may not have prolonged his life, but I think it would have helped him at least have a more comfortable last, 10, 20 years of his life. One of the last serious conversations I had with him is something that I never thought I would hear from my dad. And he told me he understood why people commit suicide, because his feet from the diabetic neuropathy hurt so bad he could not put a sheet over his feet at night to cover his feet because his feet hurt so bad from the neuropathy. And I think that cannabis would have helped that.
I can attest to that because I have full body neuropathy all the time, pins and needles, head to toe.
That's one of the things, one of the things I did before it was legal here. Actually, it was a while back before it was. I think it was only legal out there in California and Colorado and stuff like that. But my stepdaughter had she passed away from a brain tumor, and it was at the point where my wife and I decided I contacted a friend of mine out there who lived in Colorado, and I flew out there, and he put me up. He's an old friend of mine. That's a different story, but he put me up, and I brought her back. I said, I don't care if they arrest me, if they throw me in jail, they're going to throw me in jail for trying to help my stepdaughter. I doubt it. I don't think there's a jury in New York that's going to put me in jail for doing that.
No.
But I brought her back RSO oil just to relieve some of the symptoms, or we were at the point where we knew what was going to happen, and we did a little too, it was too late for everything. But I that was one of the last resorts, and there's a lot of people out there that if it's the last resort, I think it can help. I really do.
Absolutely. And it's 100% natural. 100%.
Yeah.
So that's another thing about the prescription medications and stuff like that, is I've seen what it does to your body. I have a sister that has been on all kinds of like anti-anxiety, anti-depression medications and stuff like that. And she has had to have 2 surgeries now on her throat because the reflux is so bad, because the chemicals she puts in her body she's gets like reflux and stuff so bad that it's destroyed her esophagus. And so she's had to have her throat opened up, I think on 2 separate occasions. And I've tried and tried and tried to get her to try CBD, not even because she refuses to use marijuana straight up. But even getting her to just use CBD and stuff like that, she's resistant to it. And I do think there is an addiction factor in there, as well as, that she still holds that stigma because she is religious and stuff like that. And it's sad, and that sister is my sister that I actually like.
Yeah. Well, that's that's like my wife. She wasn't very I used to be smoking all the time, and she never really smoked. She didn't like to smoke, but the advantages that you get from the THC, she does the gummies now. She does she has tinctures, she has powders that she mixes with tea, and it all helps her, especially she's even asked the doctors down in Memorial Sloan Kettering Hospital in Manhattan when she was down there for her leukemia that she questioned, what about medical marijuana? And they, I thought, for me being from that 60s and 70s era, I thought the doctor was going to jump out of his chair, and but he was very, the answers that he gave, it was that it can help. It does help. It's they don't have enough, written down studies on it though. But they told her 100% you don't have to stop doing that. So that's coming from doctors, and that's a very prestigious hospital down in Manhattan.
Yeah, we couldn't get doctors in Washington to approve medical cannabis users. They get paid too much money from the pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah, well,
so
that's a whole nother ball game we're playing with there.
Yeah, so we went through Green Health.
Yeah, we just did it online.
Yeah.
They want all the paperwork. I just submitted my benefits letter from disability. You don't need the rest.
I submitted a screenshot of my sleep study, like my sleep medicine thing. I've got. You want to take a look at my medical history? Go ahead, because my joint problem started between the ages of 12 and 13 years old. The summer between 8th and 9th grade, I was 4'2" at the end of 8th grade. I was 5'10" when I started 9th grade. I grew 18 inches over the course of one summer.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and I've had joint problems ever since.
You should.
Oh yeah, here I'm talking. You like?
Yeah, you're always talking.
That's true. But yeah, it's crazy because I crack and pop like you wouldn't believe. I had one the other day where the tops of my feet popped. I've never experienced that before. Almost put me on the ground. And if I didn't take cannabis, I don't think I would be able to move during the day. I really don't. Not without taking serious painkillers. And like I said, I'm not into that. But this relaxes my muscles. It helps me focus. He has when we're working and I'm on my computer, he has a hard time getting my attention. If I've smoked and I'm working, I'm zoned in on what I'm doing. And I can multitask on that computer like nobody's business.
Well, it helps everybody with everybody has something or other that they got to deal with in life. You can't tell me that there ain't nobody out there who's living the perfect life. People got anxiety, this, that, and the other thing. I know people myself. Somebody in particular that helped. It helped them with their anxiety. They have severe anxiety attacks, and I've had anxiety attacks too, and I know how.
Smash that thumbs up like it, or slap that thumbs up like it's a stepchild. 4 more to go.
To help with anxiety, it does great things.
Comic-Con, no. But we had a
So-
question. So do you guys like
Oh, yeah.
the fungus among us, the old silly shrooms?
I
do.
have done mushrooms, but not since I was in my 20s. I haven't done anything. Yeah, I haven't done anything harder than that than marijuana since in my 20s.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call fungus hard.
I haven't done it, but personally anymore, at least in our area, if it doesn't come sealed in a jar from a dispensary or I grow it in my own house.
I thought you guys, I guess, how far do you live away from New Amsterdam, whatever, Vancouver?
Oh, Vancouver.
Vancouver.
We're about 3 hours away.
So you can buy
Either
it there, right in the dispensary. You can get the chocolates and the.
Yeah.
You can. I think you can get it. There's a couple of other places. I've seen it. Actually, at the Alderwood Mall, I was there. I think they have one. I'm just. I don't know if that's even my thing anymore. You know, I am very much and I like what I like kind of person, and like I still play original Nintendo. I still prefer playing Super Mario Brothers 3 to.
I love playing. So do you know that you can play Mario on your computer for free?
He can play any.
I can play any game I want. Yeah. I've got about 40,000 video game ROMs, I think.
Oh, you're a ROMer.
And
I've got my own retro
6
gaming consoles.
You've got 6 actual arcade games in my garage right now.
5. Yeah, I have 5 arcade. I have Street Fighter 2, Ms. Pac-Man, Frogger, Aero Fighters, and Primal Rage.
Actual
full size.
Yeah,
the
full size
cabinet.
70s cabinets with the 70s
nice.
all over it.
80s,
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want to say something to somebody in the chat. Nick, if you're still there, that question you asked me before, I don't exactly know too much about cards, but I can probably hook you up with somebody who does. So if that helps you, we'll talk later. Let me know what you got.
Hey, 3 to go. Keep smashing the like button.
I want to go back way back up there in chat. They were talking about vapes on the plane. Yeah.
Oh, versus snakes on the plane. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah. That was Nick who I was just talking to.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as vapes go, I've flown with vapes. My wife and I, back when I was working before I became disabled, we made quite a decent chunk of money. I was a mechanic, had been doing it all my life, and we went to our honeymoon at Disneyland because she'd never been, and I thought it'd be a good joke. And then all of a sudden, we were annual pass holders and going there every 6 weeks. As a biker, I found a place that I went to that I didn't have to look over my shoulder, and I enjoyed that aspect of it. So we just kept going back, and I'd take a carry-on, and I've got 5 or 6 vapes every time. They do not care, at least over in this part of the world. I don't know what it'd be like in a state that it's not legal, but obviously, you know, I don't get the ones. California is kind of a bummer because half the vapes and products there have a big old weed symbol on it and a 21, but the Washington ones, most of them don't have it. So I just take a handful of vapes and go. I went to a family reunion last summer in Utah, and we drove 4 hours to go get weed, go to the border.
Peter Coronado, welcome in.
If you've never been to Dinosaur, Colorado, all it is 3 weed shops and 4 closed down restaurants. But hey, it's a good trip.
I took edibles on the plane with me when I went down to Florida. I did a fair amount of them too. I just took them out of their main packaging and just threw them down in a Ziploc baggie. No problems with them.
You take edibles into Disneyland, they sell gummy candy bags, and you just empty them out and then put your gummy candies in there. Makes for a good day at Disneyland.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I ate a lot of gummies when I was walking around Disneyland. We did 20,000 steps a day or something like that. Ridiculous, like 10 plus miles.
You know how many steps a day I do at Disneyland? Like 12.
Yeah, I know, because
I drive the little cart.
A leprechaun and driving a cart.
Just don't stop in front of me because I don't stop behind you.
All right, so I'm going to do our news for the week. Cannabis news and views while we're collecting comments. Joe, did you get your hashtag in? Hashtag pirate. We're preemptive. We're going to be preemptive. You fellers can enter this as well. Hashtag pirate. I'm going to show you what you can win before I do my news.
Let there be smoke.
My little weed guy's funny. All right, we got our weekly cannabis news and views. Darren Gray says, I need one. This is Fat Kid down in chat. Joe's got his, Joe's busting out his 1963.
With the original pen.
Right.
Now I got weed all over the place here. I dropped it.
Uh-oh.
Party foul.
Excuse me. Coughing. Yeah, so is your weed safe? Here's how to tell. The cannabis industry is under immense scrutiny. Stringent regulations sees products on the legal market tested and sold in restrictive manners, but bad actors slip through the cracks. Report of banned pesticides in products and heavy metals accumulating in plants have led many to wonder, is weed even safe? Many of the news stories seem scary, but it's important to note plenty of other consumer packaged goods have risks. Produce is often covered in insecticides, while alcohol is known to cause cancer. Fortunately for fans of flower, there are several things you can do to protect yourself while shopping for weed. For those looking to become more savvy consumers, here are 3 ways to be sure your cannabis is safe. First, look for a QR code. With so many different types of cannabis products, it's hard to recognize the good stuff. If you're ever in doubt and want to learn more about a product, look for a QR code on the packaging. Scanning the code with your phone camera should lead you to the company's webpage, where you should be able to read more about the ingredients, manufacturing process, strain, extraction process, potential side effects, and other important information. Look for a certificate of analysis, which is the official document furnished by a testing lab. If one isn't available, that's a red flag. A company being transparent about this information says a lot about its integrity and trustworthiness, and helping consumers find the information in an accessible way online is even better. Not seeing a QR code, you should read the list of ingredients. Rather than put a QR code on the product leading to a company website, some cannabis businesses will put a full list of ingredients on the cannabis product packaging itself. Either way is fine as long as they list their ingredients and testing results. If a company is not transparent, it may make you wonder. Potency is typically a must in regulated cannabis industries, but many brands will go the extra mile by including things like terpenes. These flavorful compounds help drive the experience and should be noted by people looking for the perfect pot product for their unique case. If the product in question is CBD or THC extract, like tinctures or edibles, the label should also list the type of carrier oil in the product. This is essential because some people may be allergic to certain oils or ingredients. You should always read the ingredients carefully and make sure you understand every one of them. Accurate labels should also include the purity of the product, potency, and the cannabis strains it was derived from, and what benefits it claims to have. Beware of false advertising. Because the CBD and cannabis market is exploding in popularity, competition is fierce. Many companies resort to false advertising in order to sell their products, promising health benefits that seem too good to be true. Sometimes cannabis companies even deceive buyers into purchasing by packaging their products similarly to popular snacks. To avoid falling into a trap, check for false advertising on the product. Look for overly optimistic promises and suspicious packaging. Cannabis companies are not allowed to make health claims, so if you see one, that's a major red flag. When buying CBD, remember there are many different types. Full Spectrum uses all parts of the plant and tend to be more effective. Broad spectrum and isolate products are often used because they don't have THC, but they may not work as well. Also, if you see hemp seed oil in the ingredients, there's likely no CBD at all. Find peace of mind with the highest quality cannabis products and find trustworthy cannabis brands. Finding trustworthy cannabis brands can be challenging with so many cannabis products on the market and no federal regulation or state regulation really at all. Lack of transparency and false advertising is very rampant in the industry. But if you know what to look for in cannabis packaging and know how to read your ingredient labels correctly, you'll start recognizing what brands are worthy of your business. So we have been discussing with a few of our friends out there, and they were dealing with a company. I'm not going to mention any names of the company right now. I was talking to the Leprechaun about this at the ass cracker early in the morning. The company lies in their advertising about their third-party product testing. And I'm going to do a video. Actually, the company's going to send me some of their products to review. And I'm going to fuck with them because they're fucking liars. They tell you that they test for pesticides and heavy metals, but when you actually get their true COAs, it says not tested. Now, why the fuck would you want to use a product that a gummy that isn't tested for pesticides or heavy metals? Why would you want to fucking why would you chance poisoning yourself with Chinese weed? You wouldn't. You just wouldn't. And we're well over 50 likes, motherfuckers. So we're going to give away a pipe. Hashtag pirate. Hashtag pirate. And there's a lot of that going on. You can go to assorted gas stations, get THCA products, weed light, as we like to call it. And it's sprayed with terpenes. It's sprayed with other stuff. A lot of this stuff is poison. It's toxic. ℍ𝕠𝕤𝕐, just say no to synthetics. You guys have heard my article about that before. I do not believe in the use of ℍ𝕠𝕤𝕐, ℍ10, ℍ11, THCP, THCV. All of this stuff, they use chemicals and stringents and solvents to extract from CBD and pervert the flower. And we say, fuck that shit. Just smoke weed. Just smoke weed. But hashtag pirate, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag pirate. And remember, the winner's in charge of shipping. But it's a beautiful pipe. Sponsored by the Willem David Company. It's a beautiful dugout. But yeah, hashtag pirate. You see it in chat. Get your hashtags in. Yeah, it's almost as bad as drinking the water from Flint, Michigan when you go get bad weed products from the gas station. You might as well eat gas station sushi if you're gonna fucking smoke gas station weed.
I mean, I'd give it a shot. The gas station sushi.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta fucking.
I get dope.
It's like getting fucking Taco Bell and leave it in your car all day and then fucking eating it.
Experiences with Taco Bell.
You've eaten gas station sushi? Come on.
I have.
Yeah.
Well, see, I've
go to the gas
eaten.
station to get the egg salad sandwiches that are already pre-made. I'm like, I don't care. I eat the sauerkraut out the 7-Eleven fixin' cart too. I don't care.
Oh, damn. That's the munchies for you.
Maybe he was high on the hashish.
I gotta say, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And this is the type of connections that, like, yeah. I have other friends, like, because we're planning on starting our own podcast too at some point to talk about that stuff, or at least I am. I don't know if he may just end up being a guest star at some point.
Sit here and look pretty. You don't ever let me talk.
That's a filthy lie. You've been talking a lot today, actually.
Yeah, Gold Eagle, Jolly Roger AR is an amazing chef, Chef Brian. If you guys, I'm going to teach him how to make can of butter and can of oil. And then we're going to have him cook some can of products. He's in a medical legal state, so we're going to help him expand his cheffery skills and chefing skills. And yeah.
I stay away from the cooking and all that stuff because it makes me cry at how much weed I have to go through to get the tincture and the butter and everything.
Well, so I have only, I personally have only ever cooked my own edibles one time, and it was not a good experience because we were high as hell when we did it. Like 20, maybe 22 years old, 23.
Would you just mix buds into the batter?
No, we first off, we forgot to turn the oven on when we put it in. So we go in and check on it in like an hour, and it hasn't cooked at all. We're like, what's going on? And we eventually turned the oven on, and then so we poured the entire batter in just a small 8x8 square, and it was like very much at the top of it, and it just bubbled, and it was raw in the middle, and we still ate it.
Of course,
the whole thing.
Whoops. It happens.
I was not there for that.
No, he was not. No, that was my friend Eric. That was before he went through the kitchen floor, I think, when the floor rotted out of that old apartment.
All right, we got hashtag pirate. You got to get in it to win it. You got to be here to claim it. And the winner is in Renee, you got a weird letter in front of the pirate thing there. I'll let you fix that. We got 17 entries, 18 in. I'm going to play the 8th, the pirate, the cannabis sewer Bert, the Muppets, real quick. As soon as that's done running, it's 1 minute and 4 seconds. So if you haven't put your hashtag in, then I'm running it. Here we go.
In the garden where the green leaves grow, catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis and network is where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends dancing in the twilight.
Hey, who?
You.
Hey, me?
Yeah. Come here.
What?
Come here.
What?
Yeah. You look like an intelligent young man.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do, sure.
You look like someone who'd be interested in a bargain.
A bargain?
Yeah.
Why, sure, why not? Are you a salesman?
Right.
Oh. What do you sell?
Eights.
Eights, like the number 8. Like.
All right, here we go. Are you guys ready?
Are you ready? Good luck, everybody. Good luck.
Who's it going to be? All right, you got to be here to claim it.
Coke eaters.
I seen him here earlier. He was a new guy, kind of.
Did he come in and dip? We got
Oh, he's there.
There he is.
Cool.
He's there.
Winner, chicken dinner.
All right.
Where's my button?
Congrats. Enjoy. That thing looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it when we saw it earlier. We got a sneak preview of it.
It's definitely a sweet little pipe. We got quite a few more of those to give away over the coming weeks.
Yeah, and I'm going to be in every one of them till I win one. And if I don't win one, I'll have to buy one.
He says, how do I claim? All right. Bam, there it is. I'll give you the easy email. Otherwise, you can click my the email in my about page too. Either one. And then I will send you a one-time use link. You are responsible for the shipping. Don't forget, you are responsible to pay the shipping.
That's no problem.
I think Scuba Steve said it was $6.
Yeah.
Strange and Trippy says, smoke on, peeps. He's got an early morning. He's going to trip and dip.
Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by and letting us yak your ears off.
All right, anybody in chat got any questions for our special guests? We're gonna put them back on the bam. You're under the hot light again.
You're special.
Special like Ed, or
it was definitely informative and enlightening. The conversations that we had here tonight, that's for sure.
Agree.
I'm jumping over. Oh, look at that. We got Cole, my buddy Cole Younger. He's a new member. We got Bear up there. So I don't get to see all the new members.
I did subscribe. I'm pretty sure I subscribed for my personal one, which once I get everything figured out, I'll get it. I'm not used to working with one screen, like one little screen, one it's still little.
This is my house, and he's got 6 computer monitors over here. So
no, I was talking about on the on your website. So
gotcha.
now so I see you got admins, you got people with power. Wix Media. Oh, that's the website. Wix.
Yeah, that's the developer. I'm gonna remove that from the profile page. Yeah, because I'm gonna the admin stuff. That's all gonna get removed. We're gonna limit, like, because we want people when the app loads, we want people to be able to see like quick basic information.
You should definitely have moderators.
We will have moderators,
which would, I guess, be an admin. Same difference.
Yeah. So we're learning as we go. And we've had businesses together, and we work well together, and that's one of the pluses about doing this. And we get to hang out, and even though I'm about to be starting another job, hopefully, I'm still probably going to come over here because I get up early in the morning. So I'm still probably going to come over here before I get up, go to work, and smoke with him before I go to work. And then I am still probably going to come home after I get off work and smoke with him and do a little bit of work on this before I go home. So it's not like I'm not going to still see him even though I'm working, which is one of the benefits, because I literally live 5 minutes down the road from him.
6. You
drive
like
sorry, 6. I drive like a grandpa.
All right. Well, you fellas are.
You're just the bee's knees.
And we greatly appreciated hanging out with you. You guys in chat. We love you guys. We will see you guys on Twist One Up Thursday, where we're going to, hopefully, if the mail doesn't fuck us up, we're going to do a huge product review. We got a package coming to Treasure Chest. And you guys want to say anything before we dip out and slip out? We got about 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Just check out the website, Bud-ies.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram. It's all in there. Just search Bud-ies with a BUD hyphen.
And are you guys going to do a YouTube channel that everybody? I know you have a YouTube channel. You got one little
one
video on there.
Yeah, I'm one person. And I've got a lot going on with school and everything too. So
we're working it all in there with it.
Yeah,
putting the priorities where it needs to be. We need an app to launch, and that's where we're focusing a lot of our energy right now.
Basically, what we were doing was building one piece at a time, and it started with the Facebook page, and then we added the Instagram, and now that we started adding the YouTube.
So there's a way to do all of it at once. I'll explain that to you. There's a cheat code. But thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna go backstage. I dropped the link. Those of you that know how to do that, do that. If you want to come back and kick it. Peace out, everybody. Have a great night. See you on Thursday.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here.